Hello everyone, Master here. Thank you for tuning in to Season 1, Episode 1 of my German challenge with an Argentinian twist. I'm taking Club Atletico Patronato from Argentina and put him in with the 3 Liga of Germany. And we're going to see how this turns out. This is only the second video I've made of all time, so those of you that knew that from the introduction, thanks for coming back. And those of you that don't know, hopefully this will get better. I'm doing this from my Xbox instead of computer because my computer crapped out on me. But hopefully things are going pretty smoothly here, I think. So we'll see how things go. Here's some of my objectives that I didn't cover. The brand exposure, I shouldn't have too many problems with that one. The domestic success, they only want me to win a league, but it is very low, so it's not going to be too bad. Here, I've never had an objective that I had to have a profit at the end of transfer window, but for those of you that don't know, that get this objective, you have up until the 10-hour countdown to complete this, and once you do, then you get the check mark and you can go on a spinning spree, and that's what I was doing, and it turned out really well. So, okay, from here we're going to go straight into my transfers. I'm going to briefly talk about some of the players that incoming, and then just touch on, show you how much I made from the outgoing ones. This kid here, I actually made a profit. He was worth I got 740,000 for him, and I do play with dollars and not sterling. I think he was valued at 725, something like that. But hey, I'll take it and cut down the wage to boot. So I went ahead and got rid of him, and then my first incoming signing was Van Bergen, excellent right winger. I only paid 50 grand for him, but check out this kid's pace. He's going to be worth a few million here pretty quick, so I will make a profit on most of these youngsters when I sell them. So for 50 grand and got rid of a player to boot, how can you argue with that? Now, the next kid, Busquets, I think that's how you pronounce it. Barcelona B player, 155 grand. He's going to be worth a few million too. Excellent deal, and got rid of a player. Now, the next kid, Brereton, if you need a really good striker, Nottingham Forest, they always sell him, and you can get him for a good price, and he's going to be worth about 20 million at age 20. So, heck of a player. He's my right mid starter, and he does a good job for me. Matter of fact, I think he's leading my team with goals. Made a profit on him. Ruiz, my second Barcelona B signing, and he's a really good striker. He will be worth about a few million here by the age of 19, so I'll make a profit on him when I do sell him. Sometimes I sell him early, sometimes late. It just depends on what offers I get. This guy here, I don't know where he came from. He wasn't on my roster on SoulPeople.com, but here he is, and I actually made a profit on him. He's my second choice goalkeeper here. Fruchtel from Bayern Munich was unavailable for whatever reason. I've always got him, but for 50 grand and another player for this type of goalie, outstanding kid. Going to be a really good signing, and hopefully I'll make a profit on him. My first two Manchester City kids, 1.2 million for Phil Foden, is a heck of a steal. He's actually playing central attacking midfielder. Made a little bit of a profit on him. He was retiring. I was hoping to have him as a regen. It didn't work. I got an offer. I took it. Made a profit on this kid. All right. Made a big profit off of him. Here was my second goalkeeper. Very old guy. Kind of glad I got rid of him because he wasn't going to play. So I made it. Actually broke even. Now, this was my best transfer window or seller here. Almost doubled his value, so I was very happy with that. Made a little bit of profit on him. All right, second of two Manchester City kids. Next transfer window, he would have been worth 3,500 is what Pep would take and no less. So I got a steal, and he's my left midfielder. He can play any attacking and midfield position, and he does a good job for me. Matter of fact, I have a video of him later showing his debut. Bierman, he's going to be my right wing back. He can play that or center back or left back too. So great pace. Made a profit on this guy. All right, he's my second choice goalkeeper now because I don't plan on signing a young one for a while. But for 210,000, I mean, I had to get him. He's showing great potential in every save. Sessanon, he's my left wing back, but he can also play left mid or left wing. A pretty good deal. Undervalued, so I took him. My top goalkeeper at the time, got rid of him, made a little bit of money for a 39-year-old. I was happy to do that. This kid, I could have found a player off the street to be better than him, so I'm glad I got rid of him and made a profit to boot. I went ahead and signed him for September. Sorry, I was going to have one episode cover through August, but it didn't work because I deleted my videos. So I have 3 months. So I had to sign this guy and the next player too because I've actually had offers for 3 of my other players, and I'm running short on people. Ander Regan, one of the more underrated young strikers in Argentina. he's going to be worth quite a bit, and he doesn't mind riding a bench for a while. So I'm very happy to get him for the price that I paid for him. It was actually, I think, 300 is what I paid. No, 320. So, all right. Now I'm going to jump over into my scouting network and show you the 2 scouts that I have. I'm only going to assign 2, a 2-2 and a 2 3-star scout. The Netherlands guy does come through for me finally, and Albert has been finding some wonderful gems for me. And 6 months I sent them to their home country, and we'll see what kind of players they bring back. All right, now in my youth academy right now, the first guy that I signed was Benjamin here. He's a right back. I signed him at age 15. His potential hasn't dropped. It actually went up one, I believe it was 85. But hey, he has really decent stats for a right back, and he might even be one of them out of position players. I train him as a striker. We'll see how it goes. I don't do financial takeovers, but I do the scout every month. And I'll get into that in a second. But this kid here, my Netherlands 2-2 scout, came through, and I think he found me a really good gem. At age 15, he has excellent potential, decent stats for a 15-year central midfielder, so we'll see. All right, here's my kid. Normally, I prefer my scouts to come back with a player that I send them out for and use a catalog item on to have a higher potential. But check out his green stats. My goodness, 94s everywhere. Going to be a heck of a player, so I can't wait to get him in the first team and see how he does. Normally, I don't promote them unless they ask. And these 2 kids I'm going to show you now, they asked, and they said they wanted to leave, so I went ahead and brought them up. And they will get plenty of game time. The first guy I'm going to cover is Engel, showing great potential. Decent stats. Now, with this, when I have young players that are showing great potential, I usually train them up for a couple of years, and then I sell them because I find a lot of exciting prospects or have potential to be special players, and I want them on my team more than I want these guys. But hey, I'll take a profit in any place I can get. Now, Kaiser, if you notice, both these players, I've been training them and playing them, and their physical stats are going up, so I'm impressed with that. Look, it has potential to be special. One of my best players so far that they found, and I'm very happy with that. All right, here's my starting team. The players, Gonzalez and Balboa, he's 23. They were already on the team, and I can't get rid of them anyway because I just signed them. But I think I'm going to keep them and see how well I can get them trained up. There's my second guy, Balboa. He's a striker, age 23. Hopefully I can get a good deal for him next year. But this kid here, 21, he might be a good player, and he doesn't seem to mind being a sub. Macione and Sosa are loanees, so they may or may not get game time. I don't really care. But this is my starting lineup. Now, Foden will normally be in there, but Contreras hasn't played. Here are my instructions. I always set instructions, and I recommend you all to do it too. My custom tactics. I love a fast attacking game, and as you can see, my passing's way down because when I lock on as a goalkeeper, you get wide open shots that they choose to pass behind them. I don't understand why, but that's the AI. Now I'm going to show you how well I did in preseason. I actually won it, and I was very impressed with that. But my 3 games didn't go very well. I drew, lost, and I won. Did win my semi, and I beat the team that beat me 3-0. So I was very happy with that. Now I'm going to cover the games in the month of all the way up through August. I was actually 5-1 in my first 6 games, as you can see. I have 5 wins and of course the 1 draw. So that was an excellent month for me, and I was in first place. Now September didn't go so well. I won 2, drew 2, and lost 1. So hopefully I can pick it back up and win some more. But hey, from Simon, that's what you get. Alrighty, now I'm going to briefly talk about what's coming up next. I am going to have a display on the highlights. I told you I'm going to play 1 home game a month, and I will only show you the highlights, the end of game highlights, and so that's coming up. And then I have a couple debut videos for you to watch. So once again, thanks for being patient with me. Things will get better, and I really appreciate you checking out my video here. And please leave me feedback and what I can do better. I am still a little bit nervous because of my second video, but I am getting better. So I appreciate it, and thanks for stopping by.
To the players because they've concentrated right from the very off in this season. I know there's still a long way to go, but we all expected them to be champions, and they're looking like that in these early stages.
Well, they can be really the heartbeat of the team, these central midfield players, and we've got a new one making his debut today. What do you make of it, Alan?
Well, I'm impressed by the signing. I think he'll give them a bit more composure in the middle of the park. He can get up and down, and he's a good passer of the ball.
They're not always household names, the fullbacks, but I think this player, obviously, he's got the potential to be one.
Yeah, we always talk about the attacking qualities of fullbacks these days, but what I like about this lad is he's an out-and-out defender, hard to get past.
Referee satisfied everything's okay, and off we go. Now you've got your chance to check on the lineup for the home team.
Well, I like the look of this attack. Excellent work with the tackle.
Little private game between the two of them.
Diaz.
Spotted that well and intercepted.
There's a dangerous feel to this attack. It's looking good from their point of view.
And that's broken up by the defender before the cross could come in.
Excellent interception. On the
And now he's looking for some support.
That's a good to put them in front. Got to be. And now the shot.